I'm going to add the gold and the wet filter paper to my melt dish over here and then cover it with some borax. Nice gold bar. No traces of contamination. Bright yellow pure gold. What our weight's going to be, I was expecting about 1.5 troy ounces, about 45 or so grams. Ooh, that's 52.1, which is 1.675 troy ounces. Go ahead and put the filter with the gold in it, transfer it into this melt dish here. And here's our finished product. 2.8 troy ounce pure gold bar. Now I'll transfer the gold to this melt dish here. Put it over here to the melt table. Go ahead and put a flame on it and get it started. Here's our nice little gold bar. Give this to the jeweler tomorrow. Should be real happy with that. That's very, very bright and shiny. Looks like real pure gold. See what kind of weight we get off of this thing. We got 29.5 grams of pure gold. Wow. Made it. Take the gold that's in the melt dish here, and we'll put it down here on the table. I'm going to start the melt now. Start it up with the gas torch. Alright, we had to break the mold to get that out of there. Some flux came over with the pour, and glued the bar into the mold. Here's our gold bar that we just poured. Had to break the mold to get it out of there. And now we're going to get a weight on it. See how much this thing weighs. It's 135.1 grams, or 4.34 troy ounces. I would normally refine this gold right now, but rather than do that, since this gold is going in to a big refiner, I had all the base metals and all the silver removed out of it, and I'm just going to put this in a melt dish and melt it up into a bar. Got the bar of gold done. The expected total yield was 203.9 grams. My actual yield here is 201.2 grams. And what I'm going to do is measure out 10 troy ounces of this pure silver crystal. And then we're going to put it in this melt dish and take it out onto the melt table out there. Do it. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour it into my melt dish here. Cover this back up. Alright, got it all in there. Take our melt dish full of silver here and take it out onto our melt table. I got a nice graphite mold here ready to be used to pour the silver bar. Alright, it's a nice looking bar there. Came out pretty good. First thing we want to do before we do anything else is weigh it and make sure we're going to be on the weight. And we're at 10.045 troy ounces. That's perfect. A little bit of flux came over with the pour. Dilute sulfuric acid works real good for getting that flux off of there. Alright, here's our 10 troy ounce 999 fine silver bar. I'm going to weigh it one time. I did make an error on it. I put a 5 down there and had to stamp a 0 over it. So anyway, we got 10 troy ounce bar pure silver here. Let's see if it weighs in good. And it's 10.045 troy ounces of pure silver. Alright, here we go. Here's our bar of pure gold. It's got some nice pour lines on it. Very nice. Nice bar of pure gold. And that thing looks great, man. Let's get a weight on it. We've got 274.0 grams. Let's see what that is in troy ounces. Alright, I got 8.8 troy ounces. 24K pure gold bar. This is a brand new graphite crucible. Now what we're going to do is I've got all the gold, it's been dried out. Go ahead and get this into the crucible now. And we'll get this heating up and get it melted in this furnace. Of gold here that stayed in the crucible. All right, that's 12.2 grams, and then here's the bar. So we end up with 603.8 grams, 19.4 troy ounces of pure gold. Here's our bar. Came out pretty good. Gold out of the bottom of this container. That's it, pure gold. Look at that pretty looking yellow metal. Wow. That is so cool looking. I can't get over it. Every time I do this, I am still amazed at how this metal looks. Our container up here. Let this dry off, get a weight on it. Right in here and see what we got here. What kind of yield we're going to have out of all this. And we've got 348.8 grams. Oh, a total of 11.2 troy ounces of pure gold. Oh yeah. Dry powdered gold now on our melt table. And what we're going to do is I'm going to start charging. I've got my furnace preheating. I'm going to start charging the crucible. Just going to carefully drop some chunks down in there. Do it real slow here. Just go nice and slow. More metal to the furnace now. I'm going to go ahead and heat our mold up now. Here we go. Man. Yeah, it's gonna have a scar on it where I put that carbon on there. Oh my goodness. Look at that joker. Holy cow. Wish I had to turn the torch off like that and put that carbon in there. All right, here's our 25 troy ounce pure gold bar. It's the biggest one I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Wish I hadn't torn that, put that acetylene torch right there and blew that carbon on there. We'd have a beautiful, nice finished bar. Oh well, that doesn't hurt anything. Let's see what kind of weight we got. We got 767.1 grams. That's 24.6 troy ounces. My goodness, that gold looks beautiful. Just like it is right there. In here at once, let me put a little piece in, see what's going to happen. All right, that's not bad. I think that's going to work okay. Take it back over here to the melt table. Put it back down and fire up the torch. Sure can tell that I'm losing proficiency. I picked the wrong cavity to pour the gold into. But here we go. 2 bars of pure gold. Let's see what we got here. We got 224.7 grams. That's 7.225 troy ounces. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, like the look and feel of pure gold in the palm of your hand. There's a little bit of a skin forming on there. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of borax here. Here we go. Get it in some water. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Beautiful. I wasn't quite sure if I should do this or not, but oh, good Lord, look at that thing, man. It's got a little bit of frost on that one end. That's probably for some contamination that was in the dish. That's quite all right. This is going into my big refiner. So, wow, look at that thing, man. 10 troy ounces of pure gold. This is high purity gold, probably close to 999. 39's fine. Let's see what we got on the weight here. 11 ounce. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. 10.105 troy ounces of pure gold. And I've just got to tell you, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, like the feel of 10 troy ounces of pure gold in the palm of your hand. I am just in awe every time I see one of these things. Gold is just, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Let's see what we got for a weight here. I was expecting about 149 grams, and we got 147.4. That's 4.7 troy ounces of pure gold. Here we go. We're going to try this one more time. And cleaned up. Now let's see what we got for weight now. It was 87.5 before, and today we got, or this time we got 86.7, which is 2.78 troy ounces. I'll take it. I'd feel much better sending something like this in.
take our gold over to the melt table, melt this up an ingot. Alright, kind of splashed it in there at the last. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good Lord, look at that beautiful, pure gold bar. So we can get it over here in our... Still kind of wet, or still kind of hot, rather. Here's our nice bar of pure gold that we just melted up. Let's see, we were expecting 148.9 grams from this lot. Let's see what the actual yield is here. We've got 140 even, 139.9, and that's 4.5 troy ounces. Just like that. Now we're going to put some gold powder in our melt dish. Move this over to the melt table. And we're going to put it down here in our little makeshift furnace. got pretty hot, so I'm just gonna grab it with these gloves and dump it in the water. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's hot. Let's see here. Let's try it with one of these. See if I can get it to come out of there. Thing's hot, man. There we go. Bang. Hand in there. It's still warm. Oh, Lord, look at that thing, man. Oh, my goodness. Holy cow, man. Oh, my goodness. I am just in utter speechlessness. Look at that thing, man. It's a brick of pure gold. Good Lord. I can see myself. Good Lord, this thing is gorgeous. We were expecting, what, 53 ounces, troy ounces. We got 1,603 grams. That's 51.5 troy ounces. 1,031 pennyweight. I'm happy. I'm glad this is over. But I am very, very pleased with this thing, man.